I found out my girlfriend was cheating. Then she asked me for a favor. I never thought I'd be the guy writing one of these posts. But the way everything unfolded still feels unreal, like I was watching someone else's life collapse in slow motion. I'm 27, she's 26. We'd been together for a little over 3 years. From the outside, we looked solid. Same friend group, same routines. We were already talking about moving in together by the end of the year. Our parents knew each other. Her mom had started calling me future son-in-law as a joke, or at least I thought it was a joke. The cracks didn't show up all at once. They slipped in quietly. It started with small things. She'd turn her phone face down when she sat next to me. She stopped posting me on Instagram, and whenever I asked how her day was, her answers felt rehearsed. Not distant, just edited. I told myself I was overthinking. I didn't want to be that guy. Until one night changed everything. She said she was going out with coworkers after work. Nothing unusual. She'd done it before. Around midnight, I noticed she still hadn't texted me. No heading home, no phones dying. I checked her location. We shared it for safety. Her dot was frozen in one spot. At an apartment complex. I stared at the screen for a long time, trying to come up with a reasonable explanation that didn't make my stomach drop. Maybe a coworker lived there. Maybe she crashed on someone's couch. I didn't call her. I didn't text. I went to sleep telling myself I'd ask her in the morning. When she came home at 6:40 a.m., I was already awake. She smelled like cologne that wasn't mine. I asked her casually, "Long night?" She smiled, too fast. "Yeah, we lost track of time." I nodded. Didn't push. She went to shower. I sat on the edge of the bed, staring at the wall, trying to calm my breathing. Her phone buzzed on the nightstand. I wasn't proud of what I did next, but I looked. One notification, from a name I didn't recognize. "Last night was insane. When can I see you again?" I didn't open it. I didn't need to. When she came back from the shower, I kissed her forehead and told her I had to go to work early. I decided something in that moment. I wasn't going to confront her. Not yet. Over the next 2 weeks, I paid attention. She started working late twice a week. She'd step outside to take calls. Her phone never left her hand. One night, she fell asleep on the couch. Her phone was unlocked. I opened her messages, and there it was. Not one guy. 2. One was a coworker, married. The other was an old friend she'd told me not to worry about. Screenshots, voice notes, plans. What hurt the most wasn't the cheating. It was how casually she talked about me. He's sweet but predictable. I don't think he'd ever leave. I closed the phone and sat there in silence. I didn't cry. I didn't yell. I just got very calm. A week later, she told me something that felt like a punchline. Her sister was getting engaged. Big family dinner. She wanted me there. She asked if I could help her set something up beforehand. A slideshow. Photos of her sister and fiancé. I smiled and said yes. That night, while she slept, I copied everything. Messages, dates, voice notes. I didn't plan revenge. I planned clarity. At the dinner, everything looked perfect. Candles, wine, laughter. Her parents sat across from me. Her sister hugged me and thanked me for helping with the slideshow. After dessert, her sister clinked her glass and said she had a surprise. She handed me the remote. I stood up. My girlfriend squeezed my hand and whispered, "Thank you for this." I pressed play. The first few slides were normal. Cute memories, smiles. Then the screen changed. Messages appeared. Her voice notes played through the speakers. The room went quiet so fast it felt unreal. Someone gasped. Her mom asked, "What is this?" My girlfriend stood up, shaking, telling me to stop. I didn't look at her. I looked at her sister and said calmly, "I'm sorry I can't celebrate love tonight while being lied to." I placed the remote on the table and walked out. She called me 42 times that night. Texts, voicemails, apologies, anger. The next morning, her dad showed up at my apartment. He didn't yell. He just said, "I'm sorry you had to find out that way." That hurt more than anything else. 2 weeks later, she asked me to meet her. She said she needed closure. We sat at a cafe, same place we used to go every Sunday. She cried. She apologized. She said she was confused. Then she said something that changed how I saw everything. She said, "I just didn't think you'd ever actually leave." I paid for my coffee, stood up and said, "That's the problem." I haven't spoken to her since. I don't feel victorious. I don't feel broken. I feel awake. And if you're reading this while ignoring red flags because you're afraid to lose someone, just know this. Sometimes the scariest thing isn't being alone. It's staying with someone who already left. Subscribe for more confessions.